had to make a video as we smoking on that Warriors pack. We smoking on that Warriors pack. But celebrate good times. Come on. Do. I'm done. Smoking on that Warriors pack. They're eliminated. And thank goodness. Because it's been the last time the Warriors got eliminated by a Western Conference team was 2014. I was 16 years old. My 25th birthday is coming up soon. It's a very long time. They've caused many teams grief for many years, and they must pay for the sins they've committed against humanity. They have committed crimes against humanity. I have sat back and I've watched this Warriors dynasty for a long time. And it started when, we were 7-0, 2014, and they were 7-0. The Grizzlies were 7-0. And I was like, I feel like one of these teams is going to be like really good, And the other two were really good still. Like the Grizzlies and the Rockets was still really good teams. But it's funny how the Warriors became just absolutely dynastic, all-time great plot. And through the years, every time they win, something always happens. Kyrie gets hurt. Kevin Love doesn't play and Kyrie gets hurt. Kawhi Leonard hurts his ankle. Chris Paul hurts his hamstring. Ja Morant gets hurt. All these things just start happening. And then people, they'll be like, well, Jesse, in 2019, we lost Klay and Jokic. Oh my gosh, you got injured one time in your 5 trips to the finals? Oh, I'm sorry. As soon as they were like, when LeBron beat him, when he was down 3-1 and they choked and that whole dynasty about to go away, they said, no, let's get KD. I'm telling you, man, they've been spamming these glitchy 3-point shooters, these light-skinned glitch master 3-point shooters who can just glitch this 3-point crap. And we try to glitch it too, but we don't have these ridiculous shooters who can make shots that don't make any freaking sense. What type of main character plot is that? I am ready, and I've been ready for this to end. The only reason y'all beat me in the Rockets is because Chris Paul got hurt. And then they're going to be like, well, Jesse, Chris Paul, he played the next year and Kevin Durant got hurt. So maybe Chris Paul getting hurt wasn't the reason you lost. And I tell him this. You can't compare last year to this year because Chris Paul obviously wasn't playing as good as he was that year than the year before. Can't compare that. Regardless, we smoking that Warrior pack. Finally, see, the thing is when the Lakers face these boys, and LeBron's on the Lakers, I'm like, it's different when LeBron's on Cleveland. Because when LeBron's on Cleveland, it's like, Cleveland's not a main character city. They don't have no plot in the Cavaliers. But the Lakers they're the most main character, plot-driven franchise in the history of basketball. And you put LeBron on it, Anthony Davis is healthy, I'm like, okay, let's see who's going to win. Because I don't want no injuries. I don't want no excuses. I don't want people. I want no, because Warriors fans come and tell me, well, Jesse, Andrew Wiggins got hurt. That's why we lost. I don't want none of that. Because that's not a reason. Because every time they lose, oh, well, we lost this guy. Oh, Draymond got suspended. I don't want no suspensions. I don't want no injuries. Mano y mano. When the Warriors face a superstar, mano y mano. No injuries, no suspensions, no BS. Let's see what happens. And what happened? Jason Tatum now a superstar. So don't tell me about no Jason Tatum. And what happened? They lost. The Warriors plot, we're tired of it. I'm ready to get it eliminated. The dynasty is over. And for all the fans that wanted this, for all you Kings fans, Draymond stepping on your guy. For all these Clippers fans who had to go through Steph Curry completely destroying Chris Paul's legacy. Just completely embarrassing Chris Paul on a daily basis. For all you Thunder fans who the Warriors took your best player ever and turned him into an absolute villain. And in the meanwhile, he ruined his legacy in the same sense because now no one respects him in terms of the championships that he's won. For all you Rockets fans who had to go through all that hell watching freaking Steph Curry beating you off of some stupid plot. For you Spurs fans who the last time y'all had a superstar was Kawhi Leonard's ankle. Kawhi Leonard's ankle freaking damn near broke because of the fact that they had to do some cheap stuff to get him out the game. And for all you Cavaliers fans, you saw Steph Curry put a dent to LeBron's legacy. This is for you. Pack up, go home. One more thing before I go. I do want to talk about Julius Randle and the Knicks. The Knicks had a very successful season. They played inspired basketball throughout the season. They have a problem, and it's a Julius Randle problem. Jalen Brunson scored 41 points, and he had 14 field goals. I think Stephen A. Smith said this. And the rest of the starters, not the rest of the starters, the rest of the team had 13. He had more shots himself than the entire team, the rest of the team combined. Like, that's ridiculous. RJ Barrett, you had some good games, but at the end of the day, 1 for 10? That's not it. I'm sorry. I don't care. You playing all these minutes, you score 1 point. You make a lot of money to get one field goal. I'm not going to lie to you. One field goal, I'm not saying 1 point, one field goal. You make a lot of money to score one field goal, man. That's freaking pathetic and ridiculous. I'm sorry. One field goal, I know you had some good games, man, but it's just like when you watch RJ Barrett, you're just like, he's not that guy. And Julius Randle, man. Julius Randle has some, like, last time I saw Julius Randle in the postseason was like the worst I've ever seen a person play in the postseason. It was just truly abysmal. He was terrible. And the funny thing, me saying terrible is like doing a disservice to the word terrible. And then he plays. The problem with Julius Randle is that he doesn't give you anything if he's not scoring. Like when you have an truly elite player, if they're not able to score the basketball, if they're not able to shoot, they're having a bad shooting day, they give you something else. Maybe, they're elite defender. Maybe they're elite playmaker. Maybe they're a great hustle guy, a great rebounder, makes hustle winning plays, a great rebounder, something like that. Something else. Can you give me something else if you're not scoring? But the problem with Julius Randle is, when he doesn't score, he has terrible body language. When he got benched against Cleveland, he didn't want to talk to reporters. I think that's what happened, but I might be wrong. But his body language sinks, and you just look at it. It's just not a true leader. I remember last year when things were going bad, I think the Knicks fans were booing him, and he made a shot and he did thumbs down. And I'm like, why are you doing thumbs down? Like, you're playing bad. These people are going to boo you. That's just how this sports works. So, but he has this negative. Just is when things are going bad. It's just he doesn't show confidence. He doesn't show like, okay, let's get the team rallied together. Let's do this and that for the team. Okay, I'm not shooting the ball well. Okay, let me play some defense. Let me be an elite defender, right? Let me get, because I can't score. I got to contribute something to the team. I got to do something for the team. But he doesn't do anything when he's not scoring. And that's just terrible to be when that's your first or second best player. Julius Randle definitely needs to get traded. Julius Randle, I don't know what the Knicks' agenda is, but if you're trying to win a championship, Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, this tells you what you don't need. And those two, RJ Barrett's still young. Maybe he can develop into something. But to be honest with you, it's most likely that those two players are not going to contribute to any NBA championship. You will cap out in the second round. So if you want to improve and you want to go somewhere, you need to get rid of those two players. They're definitely not the guys you want to build around. That can't be a part of your big three core. They don't have the mental toughness on some real. This is game 6 elimination game. They need to show up. If this is your desperation you need to show up. Like, even if you lose, but all y'all showing up, it's fine. I could say, okay, we could build off of that. But for y'all to have such abysmal performances, and especially Julius Randle consistently being abysmal, you got to get him out of here, man. Like, if you keep him next year, you're obviously just doing that to sell tickets, because, to be honest, no one has true faith in Julius Randle's ability to contribute to a winning team. So, they'll win games, maybe win 48, 40, 45 to 50 games next year if they keep Julius Randle in this core. Make the playoffs, maybe a 6 seed, 7 seed type team. But then when they get to the postseason, they're not going to win because Julius Randle is so inefficient and he's easy to scheme and he doesn't play. And when he doesn't play well, he completely almost not gives up, but he shuts down and elicits no confidence. And it's contagious. So, yeah, get rid of Julius Randle. But to finish off, these conference finals should be very fun. The Nuggets versus Lakers conference finals will be something very fun to watch. Hopefully the Nuggets win. I'm not rooting for the Lakers anymore. I want a Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic finals, and I want to say in the next Obviously, who's the other team? The Heat. I don't know. I think whoever faced the Heat. I think the Heat get loose whoever they face. But one last message. I got one last message before I hit the road. James Harden. James Harden. This is it. There are moments in time when you know that this is your moment. When we lost in Game 7 against the Warriors, I knew that iteration of the Rockets were never going to win a championship. Because when you have a moment in time that's so perfect for you to succeed, if you don't take advantage of it, you'll never get it again. That's how sports works. James Harden. You are tied 3-3 with Boston. Your next opponent will be Miami. You should beat Miami. I know Miami's killing all the good teams, but I would honestly rather face the Miami Heat. Even if they're being hot, even if they're hot right now, I'd rather face the Miami Heat than face the Boston Celtics, right? James Harden. You can't go into Game 7 and shoot 2 for 12, okay? You need to show up for Game 7. Joel Embiid, definitely, you need the MVP. You need to show up for sure. But James, you can't shoot no 2 for 12 and be absolutely abysmal and this and that and all that crap. You know, you have these one great game, 2 bad games. 1 great game, 2 bad games. Game 5 was kind of mid, but I'm going to say 2 bad games. Game 7 needs to be a great game. This is a legacy game for you. Steph Curry just got eliminated. Chris Paul's eliminated. These are all your contemporaries if you're getting eliminated. The only person that's like your contemporary right now, there's no one else. It's just you. Like someone who's drafted around your time as faced off against you back in the day in the early 2010s and mid-2010s. James, you have to win. Because if you win this series, you have a great chance of making the NBA Finals. And if you face the Denver Nuggets, obviously you can lose, but you can still win. That's your best shot. If you do not win, win this series, this Game 7, because you should have won Game 6, but you didn't. So if you don't win this Game 7, you're never winning in Philly, and you're likely never winning, period. Chris Paul is never going to win a championship. I see that now. James Harden, this is your shot. This is your final chance. Game 7 on Sunday, this is your shot. If you do not win, you will never win at all. So do not play with me. I'm rooting for you, rooting for the Sixers, but this is your final chance. If you don't succeed, you will never win. Please. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to make more content like this, more NBA videos. I've been kind of slacking a little bit on these videos, but I'm especially with the conference finals coming up, you're going to see more content. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and I'm out of here. Peace.